Jonathan Malin. This is the new Knife Hand. This is the new Jawbreakers book. And there's a section in the middle called The Many Faces of Knife Hand. And these feature all of the greatest artists who have drawn Knife Hand. And as you can see, that's you.
Page 1 of Lost Souls. That's you.
That's me on the cover of our book that I got to do the cover of your book, which was an amazing honor. That's the image there. And various other artists. Kyle Ritter is here. That's my boy right there. Let me see if there's anybody else there.
So he can hear you.
Hail to...
Say Kyle's birthday?
Where's Shane at?
Ritter. Shane is not in here because
I've never worked with Zach.
Was that accurate sign language? That was impressive.
Thank you very much. It was accurate sign language. So happy birthday to Kyle Ritter.
What's that mean, John? I've never worked with Zach.
Just a little surprise.
Knife hand.
I feel like Zach gets around, he probably,
Zach
would have worked with you by now.
Zach had a review on one of my books, and he had very choice words. And his words were, Shane Davis has never improved as an artist from when I first saw his work on Mysteries in Space. Zach said, Shane Davis is a better writer than he is an artist. Wow, look at this guy's writing.
He didn't say that, did he?
Yeah, he did. It was the Kirby 100-year anniversary You Got special. He did a review on it.
So this one is written and drawn, the main story, by Shane Davis. So Shane Davis has a kind of an interesting beginning. First of all, I just noticed he was a good writer. So I didn't know he wrote it. I just knew he drew the main story. And literally in the first couple of captions, I was like, whoa, who's the writer? And I looked at him and I was like, oh, okay. So it's very... this is Orion talking. I am the peace treaty between two planets at war. I am also the son of a monster. I am a student of peace. I am rage made flesh. I am war born. I am a new god. My name is Orion. That is excellent. For people who don't know Orion, you just described him, not in specific terms like a Wikipedia, but you got to the core of his character. And what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 captions. One of them was just saying his name. So I was like, whoa. Shane Davis. I don't know if this is Shane Davis's first story. I've never seen him write before, but I got to tell you, he's a good writer. And I have noticed consistently that artists who become writers are good writers. This Shane Davis, like I said, he has proven himself to be a very good writer. I'm very happy about that. Because one of the problems is he kind of stopped growing as an artist right out of the gate. So Shane Davis's problem is that he was very successful early. One of his first gigs was this hardcover that I think was called Superman Year One. It was like young Clark Kent wearing a hoodie. Came out like 6 to 8 years ago. And he basically drew exactly the same 8 years ago. And I saw what you see right here. You see some really good faces, but then you see like awkward stuff, like this tangent where you have all this room and yet Light Ray's calf is like disappearing into Orion's body, and then like this arm is completely parallel to the bottom of the page. Just little things like this. And when he got that prestige book as one of his first gigs, I knew this was going to happen. I go, oh, this isn't good. You got to start on something less prestige. You got to start like Jim Lee did on freaking Alpha Flight. Do 6, 12 monthly issues, and then start proving yourself and go up to a bigger book. Punisher War Journal, to doing fill-ins on Uncanny X-Men, to being the regular artist of Uncanny X-Men, to having the X-Men, rebooted series. But he got too big too fast. And actually, it's kind of funny. I did those videos about Jawbreakers where I said, okay, screw this. I'm just going to redraw this from square one. And the funny thing is, I very quickly got 2 emails from some very high-level pros, been in for like 20 years, and both of them said, the funny thing is that they wrote me like 5 hours apart, and they wrote almost the exact same thing word for word. They said they both mentioned wanting to smack me upside my head for having such a dumb idea. They go, no, you don't redraw things. They go, that's the classic mistake of an amateur. What you do is you move forward and you try to do better. And they one of them had mentioned, actually, you know what? Both of them. One of them mentioned it a couple weeks ago that they had both gotten gigs and that they knew they weren't ready for earlier in their career. But the thing is that they were cognizant that they were not ready for it. And I think that's why these two guys have grown steadily over decades. And Shane Davis has not been in as long, but I haven't seen him grown. It's kind of unfortunate. And just stuff like this punch, like that doesn't work. And then just like Orion's supposed to be kind of a beast, but he looks kind of wimpy. But anyway, great. And then awful like that right there. He can do some really good stuff, and then like there's just a wild inconsistency. I just like this, design. One of the Shane Davis's strengths is he draws everything, and he'll put a lot of cool detail into things. So I just like this like shaft right here. That really doesn't really work, but the weapon looks cool. And then we got to see there were some really great, like I said, this Shane Davis, he's a really good writer.